Hello guys, we are back with more Final Fantasy XIV. My PNG tuber is back. Yay! Hi everyone, I'm Annie. Hope you're all having a wonderful Tuesday wherever you are. So there's obviously no MSQ today because the past couple of streams, in case you kind of noticed, I've been having issues with frame rates and frame drops and all that stuff. And I looked back at my previous VODs, and apparently the picture quality was really bad, and I've been having a lot of trouble trying to not make it as pixelated as possible. And I've kind of came to the conclusion that my capture card, which I've been using for the past almost 4 years now, I believe, has reached its time. So I ordered a new capture card. It's on its way, possibly today. So we'll do something else. We won't do MSQ because MSQ is pretty important, and we'll go from there. So, hi everyone. I was thinking we do the Gold Saucer event because there is an event happening today for the next week or so, and then I was also thinking we could do the Gunbreaker job quests. I did do the first one, but that was exactly on the day that I needed to take my months-long hiatus because I was moving. So we'll start the second part of the job quests and go from there for today. Hopefully I don't get called into work. Fingers crossed. But okay. Let's just go. I think it's an old, or let me check here first. Yay, I need more of those. Alright. I'm sorry I wasn't able to update a schedule. I've just been so freaking busy. I don't know, it's just weird. I feel is there even a point to post the schedule when it's 8 or 9 p.m.? Because more often than not, I tend to forget, and people are probably not awake at that time. 8 p.m. Pacific time, my time, but I know we have our international audience too as well. I should really keep up with that. My brain is smushy and really kind of all over the place right now, but I'll try to be better with letting you guys know. But today's a stream. Alright, Gold Saucer music. If you love NGP, then you the best get yourself to the Gold Saucer and make the most of the 50% bonus reward on offer during the season's limited time event. Didn't mention it's for a limited time. I'm gonna look around and see if there's a quest NPC here somewhere. Or duh, it's probably at the Gold Saucer. What am I doing? I'm smart. I just woke up. Bear with me. I am keeping an eye on my OBS, because just checking for frame drops. I did downscale to 720, but I'm gonna check the mobile Twitch, see if the picture quality is messing up, because I'm kind of paranoid at the moment about it. Let's take a look. Set that to max quality. Yeah, I set it to 720 right now. So just let's see. There is a bit of a delay because I'm looking at my my phone at the moment. Picture quality, for all I know, looks good. Okay. They did say there was an event too. Okay, so everything looks good on mobile. So I'm still doing tests and stuff, but let me check where this event is. 14 Gold Saucer event. It should be in Olda, but... or within this area, but... bear with me. Make It Rain campaign, that's the name of the event. May 19th to June 11th. Oh, it is in Olda, it's right in front of the Aetherite. How did I miss that? Alright, let's go back. There he is. Ebullient Citizen. Royal Rumblings. The Ebullient Citizen can barely contain his enthusiasm for the Gold Saucer festivities. The event is available for a limited time only. Fair stranger, did you hear of the sensational Gold Saucer festivities currently underway? All who participate are entitled to a handsome MGP bonus, not to mention discounts on a bevy of prizes. A simply unmissable opportunity, I'm sure you'll agree. What's more, I gathered they're hosting special triple triad classes for younglings, all taught by the Cardinal of Cards himself, King Elmer III. Which reminds me, a rather peculiar rumor concerning the king has been circulating recently. My friend Olivier works at the Saucer, and by his telling, it's causing much consternation among the staff. Judging by your indomitable gaze and well-worn garb. These are the clothes I sleep with at night. I just woke up. I suggest you journey to the card square and speak with Olivier directly. Nod. Look at me blabbering on. I best be off, for I shan't rest until every old don in this fine city is privy to the Gold Saucer festivities. Bye. Alright, let's go back. Yeah, he has no idea how far I've traveled to get back to Olda. Because I normally sleep in the Crystarium, and that's like another world away, literally. Hello, Olivier. What's up? Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to the Mandeville Gold Saucer. How may I be of service? You came all this way to discuss the rumor with this humble attendant, and touched that you take interest in what seem a trifling matter. But if you're willing, I'll ever be grateful for your assistance. Forgive the intrusion. Ah, the Kate Sith music. I thought it best that I myself inform you of the details. I'm King Elmer. While not technically royal blood coursing through these veins, my reign over Card Square is absolute. Of all the triple triad playing staff, I am without question the strongest. Alas, an unsavory rumor threatens to topple my metaphorical crown. There are mutterings that the king is no more skilled than a fresh-faced novice. Okay. At the final hurdle before fledgling players go on to challenge the realm's best triple triad tacticians. Overcoming my curated strategies is paramount to their future standing. And yet my prowess is called into question? Inconceivable! This ordeal has proven rather stressful for King Elmer III. I'm sure you can appreciate. Even the most level-headed among us can unravel during times of crisis. It is worth noting that our records do not indicate any crushing defeats of the like to blemish his reputation. As far as Gold Saucer is concerned, King Elmer III continues to pursue his duties with the utmost skill and professionalism. Painstakingly, I have honed my skills, analyzed countless techniques, all that I might provide our guests with thrilling experiences. This rumor is to be contained, isn't contained, the very meaning of challenging me would be lost. These murmurings affect not just the king himself, but the entirety of Card Square, and all who would test their mettle within the gilded confines. We must act swiftly to ensure they spread no further. Before you arrived, we established that none of our colleagues are the origin of the rumor, but the task remains to find those responsible. Can we count on your aid? Okay, sure, yeah. Thank you, Adventurer. Your assistance is most appreciated. As much as I'd like to help, between my regular duties and teaching the younglings, I simply don't have the time. Please do accept my apologies. Bye. I propose we split up and question some of the patrons. I shall begin my inquiries at Round Square, which leaves Wonder Square for capable hands. Let us reconvene in the Aetherite Plaza shortly. I wonder if they're gonna make us challenge anyone during this event. Okay, they said Wonder Square. Blustered Lass. The rumors must have passed me by, but I just spotted King Elmer III striding off towards Event Square to catch a glimpse of him roaming the saucer. Why, it's the gift from the spinner herself. Someone's starstruck. Pondering Patron. If you're after the king, I spotted him here in the square losing around to Triple Triad. He's got absolutely trounced. Must be something going on. Oh jeez. So I don't remember that guy. I think I challenged him before, but I don't remember if he was like a pushover or not. Oh, let's go back. There was like one more person to talk to. Probably upstairs. Gazing Patron. The notion that the king is anything but a consummate master of Triple Triad is preposterous. I heard he was around here somewhere, though. Where could he have gone to? Hi, Godbert. Also, I always love going back to this guy. Sometimes I think the owner stationed me here just so I'd be forced to ever gaze upon the Battle of the Bulge being waged beneath that shimmering statue's small clothes. Oh yeah. The Godbird statue like looks down at me and winks. Hello. Where's the Aetherite? Right there. Adventurer, how fares your investigation? Your findings mirror my own. For a blessing, it seems few patrons actually believe the rumor. Although the sightings of a king wandering around outside Cart Square are cause for concern, as far as I'm aware, King Almer III hasn't left his table. A second king walks among us. Have an impostor on our hands. Sus. I'm in the very same mind. The motives are unclear, but if they are indeed the source of the rumor, it behooves us to act. Let us make for Event Square and seek out this false king. Upstairs, I think, again. Vantage points. Surveying, surveying, surveying. King Almer III, what are the chances? We must duel. But of course, prepare yourself for a royal thrashing. King Almer III? Question mark? Huzzah, I beat the king. 'Tis true what they say, you're as weak as they come. Bested by one of my subjects. Oh, the shame. Adventurer, have you sighted the Pretender? So is this guy losing on purpose? Just to make the real king look like a loser? There he is, our false king. Let us approach. Say, do you find folks partake in the delights of Triple Triad? If you're in the mood for a round or two, King Almer III shall be glad to oblige. You're no king, Lucifer. I dare say we found the source of the rumor. For a king of cards, you seem awfully devoid of talent. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. I think it's like the equivalent of that. For a king of cards, you seem awfully devoid of talent. No need to be so scathing. I'm doing my very, very best. I'll have you know. Wait, you're a gold saucer attendant. Any excuse to use that emote. Curse is, yeah, you're here to detain me, aren't you? No, I won't let you. I'm not ready to give up my crown. Wait, you charlatan. So if this guy was like being the imposter for like King Almer, the real one, if there were like Burger Kings in an Eorzea, this guy would totally wear the fake Burger King crown that kids buy. You recover a King Almer III card safe and secure within a protective case. You better present your find to Alvier. Alright, I guess I can go to the other side then. What are my apologies for dashing off like that? I'm afraid my efforts were in vain. I soon lost sight of him. Oh, did you find something? Stored within a transparent case, this triple triad card is emblazoned with an illustration of the card square's most seasonal contender. Hi, Amicha. Welcome in. How are you today? A King Alma III card. These were commissioned as an exclusive gift for his most ardent fans. For Triple Triad enthusiasts, King Alma III's unwavering dedication to the game inspires respect and devotion in equal measure. I'd be willing to bet our imposter is one such fan. With that in mind, I'd like to see this card returned to him. Though I fear he'll simply flee should we approach him directly. We'll need to devise a plan. Oh boy, shenanigans. Wow, Pop Mummy. I'm alright, mixed day. Pretty much calm down right now. I see. I'm doing well. I'm not doing MSQ today just because I'm having capture card frame rate issues and I'm waiting on a new card to arrive. Hopefully today. Yeah, welcome in. Now then, don't fret. We'll make an announcement and your mother will soon come to get you. Really? You promise? Absolutely. How about we head somewhere easier to find? Also, that Miko hair is pretty cute. Let's summon him with an announcement. We could use that card of his as bait and lure him out. What to choose? Use the card as bait and lure him out. If we summon him with an announcement, that might, or we could always talk to the real king first, but... let's just go with the announcement first. I could play the other scenario with another character. Of course, I'll announce that we found a lost card. If he's half the King Elmer III fan I suspect he is, he'll soon come to collect it. I should make arrangements right away. In the meantime, I ask that you wait by the main counter for the imposter to appear. Sounds like a plan? Entrance. But yeah, I'm enjoying Shadowbringers. We just finished the first trial recently, and again, I have to put off MSQ for today. Maybe get back to it later on this week, but I'm really enjoying Shadowbringers. Impasta. A King Alma Triple Triad card was recovered in Event Square. We kindly ask the rightful owner to present themselves at the main counter. Praise Nimia. I feared I lost you for good. Hello. Gotcha. King Elmer III. Busted. I thought I might offer all your assistance during my break. Little did I know I'd be chasing down an imposter. I could only presume this is him. You there, having the novice masquerade as the king is a grave threat to the Order of Triple Triad. If word spreads that I'm a feeble opponent, what thrill is there to be had in challenging me? Forgive me, that was not my intention. Also, it's more of a matter of, like, the people here, too. Like, the patrons. Or, I don't know, they're probably tourists, too, so... There were some loyal people, though, who love King Elmer. So I would assume they would know what he would look like. And there's obviously glaring differences between the two. I don't know, I'm just thinking about it, like, too much. Again, this is a game, and more often than not, like, the residents of said games are usually idiots. Why commit to such a guise in the first place? Look, I love Triple Triad, but I'm hopeless when it comes to playing. I thought that mimicking you would somehow make me stronger, give me a taste of victory. Then one day someone mistook me for the real king. I got carried away and started pretending I was you. Obviously, there's no way to improve my game, but... I don't know, get good? Maybe they could praise King Mugomog instead. You're onto something. May his lance of justice inspire Mugglekind everywhere. Forget my kingly comportment. His methods and tactics you must imitate. Only after rigorous analysis of your foe's stratagems will you grow stronger. When I began my journey, I struggled immensely, but by studying my opponents, learning and leveraging their skills, I gradually improved, and thus developed my own identity as a player. Of course, it didn't come easy. Some opponents were difficult to mimic, and only after countless defeats did I carve a path to the throne. In a sense, the king is a composite of all those players I bested along the way. From your talent, the concept of imitation is clearly an intrinsic part of the game. Indeed, to succeed in the world of Triple Triad, you must seek out worthy opponents, commit their tactics to memory, build up your repertoire. I look forward to the day you face me, not as some pale imitation, but as a fully fledged player with your very own identity. Just you wait. One day I'll be ready to challenge the real King Elmer. Oh, and sorry again for all the trouble I've caused. It seems the rumor has caused little damage. I'm inclined towards lenience. Hope that strikes you as agreeable, adventurer. Right, I believe case closed. I'm glad we were able to resolve this right before any lasting harm was done. Yeah, my gratitude. Better get back to Card Square. Do drop by sometime. Alright. I believe we were able to nip this in the bud. By way of thanks, please accept this King Elmer III card. It's one of the very first we have printed, for those reserved by King Elmer III himself. A rarity among rarities, if you will. Anyhow, with the festivities still in full swing, I do hope you stay and unwind. For all this talk of Triple Triad, I imagine you're itching to put your acquisition to the test in Card Square. Oh yes. You learn the emote Overreact. Alright, let's look at the card first. Card number 9999. I'm not really a obsessive Triple Triad player, really, but I'm slowly trying like to collect the cards like now. Slowly, of course. Where is Elmer? Looking. Don't worry, I will find it. Got Magnite, got Serena. Where is this card at? Okay, Amaro. Oh, right there. That's the last one, of course. 9, 7, 4. Alright. Oh, when did I get this card? Alright, anyway. Let's take a look at the emote. It's definitely a better card collection than mine. Overreact. Reacts very effusively, yet for little reason. I don't know, I think they're better with Lalafell players. I think they look better on Lalas. Dramatic. Yeah, very dramatic. Okay, let's go back to Ulda again. I think I have to go to the inn for this. Or hold on. I think I could check the journal. Okay, so the event is done. So now we can move on to the other thing I wanted to do today. Alright, so I started Gunbreaker right before my little break. And let's see. Completes. I did the first quest of Gunbreaker. That was in Gridania. Where is the job quests? Disciples of War. Alright, markings of a Gunbreaker. Let's see, passing through Gridania, a highly strung God's Quiver bow beckons you over. Aiming to track down a gang of highwaymen who've been preying on those traversing the shroud. They aim to widen the net by hiring adventurers. Let's see, You spy a pair of outlandish travelers being accosted by bandits. Also, they appear to have the measure of their assailants. The situation swiftly takes a turn for the worse as one of them inexplicably collapses, leaving his conjure friend alone to defend herself. The highwaymen were unprepared for your timely intervention and paid the ultimate price for their cowardly ambush. The young healer is thankfully unharmed, and her sword-wielding companion is crestfallen but alive. You're asked to escort the two travelers to your Gridania, who introduce themselves as Radovan and Sophie, recent escapees from Garlean Hell territory in the north. Radovan reveals that he was once forced against his will to fight as an Imperial conscript. Having cut all ties, now he wishes to start anew again as a bodyguard in Eorzea. Witnessing the ease of which you disposed of the highwayman, he asks for your help in his endeavors. In exchange, offers to tutor you in the art of the Gunbreaker. Radovan chooses not to press you for an answer, instead giving you time to consider his offer. Having accepted Radovan's proposal, he places a Gunbreaker Soul Crystal in your hand, the power within it almost tangible. Once you've made the necessary preparations, be ready to wield the Gunblade and master its myriad techniques. And yeah, we started Gunbreaker. And throughout the break, I did level it up. So there we are. Let's break some guns. Oh yes. The job is pretty fun, though, like, there are some growing pains I'm still having with the job because, I just feel like right now, as it is, I've been told that it does get better, like after level 70, but I just feel the job as a tank just plays a little too slow with the recast times and the cooldowns, I think. But apparently I'm told it gets better, so we'll see. It's a lot of people's favorite tank, so I will continue to spend more time with it, but... Alright, let's see. Journals... hired Gunblades. With your Gunblade and Soul Crystal in hand, you have everything you need to begin your training as a Gunbreaker. Instead of employing traditional methods, Radovan would have you learn on the job and suggest seeking work in Gridania. Since he and Sophie are newcomers to the Shroud, he suggests they make their way to the Adventurers Guild to the first part of call. You arrive at the Carline Canopy, discover that not only have Sophie and Radovan registered as adventurers, they've also been given the details of someone seeking to hire bodyguards. You follow your new companions to the Welland barracks to meet a man named Lassen Chow, your first client. Following the briefest of introduction, Lassen Chow reveals that the renowned harpsichordist Editha's life may be in danger. In addition to receiving a death threat, she narrowly escaped being injured by a stone throw during a recent performance. In his capacity as her manager, Lassen Chow has ordered that she remain inside until the perpetrator can be brought to justice. However, the musician has expressed her reluctance to remain confined to any longer and insists upon taking an invigorating stroll through the sun-dappled groups of Gridania. As your task is to keep her safe from harm during the outing, Radovan suggests scouting the area, questioning the locals, to ascertain the nature of those who seek to intimidate Editha. My experience so far is a max Gunblade and Warrior, about 75. Gunbreaker experiences did indeed grow. I don't find it slower or clunkier than Warrior so far. Gotcha. I don't know, I am wearing the tank gear. Or, hold on. Oh no, I'm not. I'm wearing the base gear. Because my level 70 tank gear has materia already infused in it, so... Maybe it's just the equipment to increase the skill speed, but... I don't know. We'll see. Once I hit level 70, I should be able to equip like all the stuff for tank that I have. Let's see. Find Radovan engaged in a one-handed side conversation with the leader of Undine, who seems all too eager to share opinions with any and all who will listen. Her views are in line with the general consensus that the person threatening Editha is likely to be one of her admirers, though Radovan avoids jumping to conclusions for the time being, deciding to view anyone and all with equal suspicion. Although he would prefer to obtain more reliable information before beginning the assignment, he decides against keeping the client waiting for longer than necessary. I am reading this just to kind of refresh myself, because it's been a while. It's been months. You find Lassen Chow bedecked in an elaborate suit of armor, seemingly intent to join you, while Editha prances around blissfully oblivious to the danger she faces. Radovan is clearly exasperated that your charge has next to no chance of remaining undetected. He formulates a plan of action. You and your mentor lead the mission, while Lassen Chow and Sophie remain behind. Okay, we were guiding Editha around Gridania. And then, apparently it was Undine that was doing it. The masked villain is forced to reveal her true identity, Odin, one of the locals you spoke to during your investigation. She, like Editha, is a harpsichordist, although her popularity waned as her followers deserted her. In a bizarre turn of events, Sophie's distinctive Viera ears were mistaken for the musician's trademark bunny crone adornment. While your assignment has ended successfully, there is one more matter Editha wishes to discuss with you in private, a secret to which even her manager cannot be made privy. And then she revealed herself as a sylph. Yep. She explains that she's been visiting Gridania and enchanting the crowds with her prodigious harpsichord playing. No one suspects a thing, least of all the manager. She was under no obligation to share the secret with you. She felt that, since you risked your lives to protect her, you deserved to know the truth. Radovan takes the opportunity to tell you more of the Gunbreaker's origins, and his clan's place in keeping their traditions alive. Since he is the last survivor of his people, it is his duty to pass on the art of the gunblade to the next generation, with you as the prime candidate to become his successor. While the burden is indeed a heavy one, he's committed to helping you gain the necessary skills and experience. As they intend to broaden their horizons, Sophie and Radovan suggest moving on to Ul'dah to seek out their next client. Sophie and Radovan begin looking for work, although their search has yet to bear fruit. Rather than waiting idly by for a chance to come your way, Radovan recommends you use your time to work on your sword arm, so that you may be ready for whatever fate has in store. And that's where we are. Alright. Yeah, it's been literal months since I've spoken with these two, but I'm excited. Let's talk to these guys again. I love these two. Like, they're really funny. I wanted to go and see the famous gold saucer, but Radovan says we're on too tight of a budget to fritter our money away like that. Try asking him again once we find some more lucrative work. Alright, Gunbreaker, 63. Better or worse? Radovan is found a citizen of Ul'dah in need of a bodyguard. The walls that surround this city remind me of my homeland. We built it as a fortress to keep out invaders. Not that it made much difference in the end. Oh, not this again. Perhaps you could lighten the mood by sharing our recent bit of good news. Ah yes, looks like we found our next client. Nothing's been decided, but a lady named Oriel is waiting for us near the Gate of Thal. We shall meet you there. Shadowbringer's music. Oh, that's inside Ul'dah. Hope this doesn't involve any babysitting. Perhaps I should let you do the talking. You're the bodyguards, right? We need your help. It's my husband. After you walked out, I thought I'd seen the last of him, but now gotta keep him away from us. Oh boy. I'm not quite sure we're qualified to settle domestic disputes. Radovan, this sounds serious. Hear her out, would you? Very well, my apologies. Please continue. His name is Gerard. He won't leave us alone. He keeps jumping out to harass us when we're by ourselves. If we were to go outside the city gates, I'm sure he'd follow us. When he does, I want you to scare him off. I doubt he'll show himself if he sees you have bodyguards, so we'll wait somewhere nearby. When the moment's right, we'll give him a fright he won't forget in a hurry. Yes, that ought to work. Tim and I will leave through this gate, so you should find a hiding place. It's time that bastard, excuse my language, learned his lesson. Alright, so scare him, huh? Thankfully, we just got a new emote for that. Rawr. I also have this one too. Where is it? You can also use that one to scare him. Alright. Alright, come on, Mr. Beaky. This husband of hers sounds like a nasty piece of work. We best be ready for trouble. Remember, we got the boy to think about. I'd rather not cut a man down in front of his own son, but I will if I have to. You follow my lead. Oh yeah, there's that too. Let's try to hold ourselves back. Get away from her. Who in the bloody hells are you? Friends of Oriel. Now walk away while you still can. But I only want what's best for my boy. Your boy, you have no right to call him that. He belongs to me. This is your final warning. Bother him again and you won't live to regret it. Ha, that'll teach him. And you were wonderful, worth every gil. Thank you so much. It was our pleasure. Sophie is sus. Although there wasn't much for you to do, your presence lent weight to my words, but more importantly, the client was satisfied with her work. Yeah, she did seem rather pleased with herself. Huh. Okay. Listen, you two, there's no time to explain. We have to follow that woman. I kind of agree. Hell's bells, when Sophie gets one of her hunches, there's no stopping her. Yeah, let's follow them. In Drybone. Oh, there they are. I knew she was up to something. Why would she bring Tim all the way out here? What are we supposed to do with a run like this? We feed him up, might be worth something one day. She's selling her own child. We have to stop them. Oh, wow. Wait, is that? Enough of this. Stay away from my son. Son, eh? Should have kept out of this, mate. Too late now. Oh, okay, I see. Quickly, we've got to help him. Ugh. Not now. Tomea, it's up to you. Nod. Alright, action. Mr. Beaky, I got this. Hello. And stay down. You saved us. How can I ever... Daddy. Tomea, I let you down. I let everyone down. Sophie, what happened here? I knew from the moment I met Oriel that something was not quite right about her. It wasn't until later I realized she's a somnus addict. Once it takes hold, it changes you. She was able to keep up her addiction hidden from most, but not from me. Probably not from her family either. Yes, I've known quite a while, but I had no idea she'd do something like this. Gods, if I hadn't started gambling, this never would have happened. My debt spiraled beyond control. She ran to get away from me, to start a new life with our son. Shock of losing them made me realize I couldn't live like that anymore. So I vowed to turn my life around and work my fingers to the bone to repay the money I owed. By the time I found the courage to track down Oriel, it was too late. She made new friends, the wrong sort of friends. I had to resort to God's only know what to make ends meet. It became too much to bear. The somnus was her only escape. Nothing else mattered to her, not even her own child. Jesus Christ. Wow. So you see, it wasn't my only life I'd ruined. I made her who she is today. That's why I don't have it in me to hate her. What will you do now? Plan to send her to Frondale's Monastery. They can treat people like Oriel, although it costs more than most folks can afford. My savings should cover it for a short while at least. I'll take it one day at a time and see how she responds to the treatment. I know she might never recover, but I can't give up on her. Obviously, she's not in no fit state to look after Tim, so she'll be living with me. She could have been killed confronting those slavers. If you wind up dead, there'll be no one to look after the boy. From now on, you'll have to think before you act. I will, I swear it. Thank you all for everything you've done. Yikes, that got, pretty heavy. That poor child. Sophie's quick thinking may have saved him on this occasion. I fear his hardships are far from over. I, on the other hand, only succeeded in disgracing myself again. It's not your fault, Radovan. I think you owe Tomea an explanation, though. Yes, if we were to fight side by side, there's something you should know. Though I served as an Imperial conscript for a time, after I disobeyed a direct order, I was sentenced to solitary confinement for more than a decade. Like many of my inmates, I was forced to wear a Magitech collar. Damn. The wardens could use him to administer a severe electric shock any time they please, and please them it did. Paralysis would eventually wear off, but even now, years after removing the collar, my whole body will suddenly seize up. As though the pain never left me and could reawaken at any moment. Thankfully, my condition appears to have improved somewhat since leaving the Empire. Perhaps one day I'll be free of it. Till then, there's no telling when it might strike. Radovan saved my bacon more times than I could count, so it's only fair that I do the same for him. Been through thick and thin ever since the first time we met in that Garlean jail. I was waiting execution along with the other captured members of the Resistance, as well as various insurgents and undesirables. Among them were several somnus addicts, even an Imperial Gal. There were ways to get your hands on it. When I saw Oriel, I couldn't put my finger on it first. She had the same look in her eyes as those lost souls. Anyway, where was I? So Radovan had been meaning to escape ever since he was first imprisoned. He was secretly digging a tunnel, a few ilms each night, over the course of about 10 years. The only thing was, it went the wrong way. Oh no. Then one night he suddenly burst through my wall. Why'd you have to tell her that? You know I'm far from proud of my miscalculation. Oh, they're cute. I love them. Well, things that worked out in the end, didn't they? The other inmates made such a racket when you came crashing in, it drew the attention of the wardens, and all hells broke loose. In the confusion, Radovan and I forced our way past the guards. By some miracle, we managed to avoid their searchlights. Finally, we were free. Free to return to my wife and child, to my homeland, or so I thought. Well, I've been running away in a Garlean cell. Everything I knew, everything I loved had been taken away from me. I should have been there, but I couldn't even... Yeah, enough of this. We've spoken over long as it is. Well then, where to next? Limsa? I think I've had my fill of Ulda. Why don't we try our luck in Limsa Laminsa? Sure, a change of scenery will do us a world of good. Yes, I like the sound of that. Reconvene at the local Adventurers Guild. Yeah, this is a pretty tense questline so far. Like, it was pretty goofy the first quest, but it kind of ramped up a bit, but... Alright. We'll take a break here. We'll pause, run ads. When we come back, we'll be in Limsa Laminsa, and we'll start the next quest for this. So, as a reminder to get up, stretch, drink water, walk around. I will be right back. Hello guys, we are back. Also, Sophie has a new outfit. It's so cute. I love these two. These two are so adorable. Alright, let's continue. Talk to everyone. So, what do you think? Slay. She's wearing the mariner top, I think it is. A city founded by pirates. Now that's a terrible idea if I ever heard one. Oh, the cutthroats running rampant. Surprised there's anyone left. But what about all the views? The sea breeze? There's plenty of time to enjoy ourselves once we've a few more gil in our pockets. Timea, we're still waiting word from our guild, so perhaps you should find somewhere for a few practice swings in the meantime. More complex than you think. Yeah. Also, level 70. Confessions of a Flaming Mongrel. Radovan is hoping for a nice, straightforward, no-strings-attached assignment. Good luck with that. You'll be pleased to hear that the Yellow Jackets have offered us an assignment. After taking on a few more than we bargained for with our previous clients, we're hoping this one will turn out to be relatively straightforward. We haven't heard what it entails yet, but I'll bet it's something important. A man called Yafutag has arranged to meet with us in Bulwark Hall. Let's go see what he wants. I can just go downstairs. I will have to like pause here for a few seconds because it does take a while to load everyone here, especially around the Aetherite Plaza. I know it is Dynamis, but still, I still have like load issues sometimes when I'm in this area. The uniform seems a bit billowy for my taste, but I do like the color. So these yellow jackets uphold the law. Imagine they have the work cut out for them around here. Thank you for coming for such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. We want you to protect Goldwhites, who was recently leader of the Flaming Mongrels. They were once a gang of raiders, but eventually settled in Limsa to extort and rob their way to a position of considerable influence in the criminal underworld. That all ended when Goldwhites turned himself in. No one saw it coming, not even the other Flaming Mongrels. That's suspicious. He's due to give testimony for exchange for a reduced sentence. Not just about the crimes he's committed himself either. All of the gangs he had dealings with ample reason to silence him before he spills his secrets. He's currently being held in the Morabi dry docks. Your job is to see that he reaches Limsa in one piece. So you want us to act as bodyguards to a criminal? I don't like the sound of that. You'll be protecting the information that's in his head, which could be used to bring countless other lawbreakers to justice. Sounds like a worthwhile cause to me. It is. Before you ask why we're hiring outsiders, it's to avoid attention. We pull too many yellow jackets from their posts, the gangs will figure out what's going on. Better to give the impression that it's business as usual while using professionals like you to escort him in secret. I'll still need to secure the route, so go on ahead and see to the preparations. Come and find me at the dry docks when you're ready. So it's another escort mission. Before we begin, we should find out more about this Goldwhites. Well, it's important to place our trust in the client. I don't want to repeat the mistake we made last time. Speak with locals around the Octant. The rumors are true. The Flaming Mongols are involved in most of the money lending and extortion that goes on in the city. Goldwhites was at the center of this web, overseeing every aspect of these clandestine activities. Now that he's finally found the decency to give himself up, I imagine that his former associates would rather be kept quiet concerning their dealings. I'm not at liberty to discuss an ongoing investigation. I can say, however, that many Yellowjackets believe heartless curs like Goldwhites deserve nothing less than death. He and his rogues only left tragedy and despair in their wake. Mercy would be a waste. Oh yes, everyone's heard of the Flaming Mongrels. Their modus operandi is to offer loans, increase the interest to the extent that their mark has no hope of ever paying back, and then forcing the poor soul to obey their every whim. This Goldwhites has garnered quite the reputation for himself. It seems Ufoteg was telling the truth. Did you hear anything useful? Yes, it's just a Yafuteg said. Why are you saying his name? His whole name? Goldwhites certainly have a lot of enemies on both sides of the law. Radovan, it's not too late to refuse. Think about what you're doing. Trust me, I have. Now, let's say no more in the matter. We have a job to do. Alright, now let's see how this goes wrong. Alright, Morbi Drydox. I'll expect he'll be in fetters, but I'm still keeping an eye on him. If he tries to escape, I'll make him regret it. Get him, girl. Cannot let anyone get between us and Goldwhites. If he dies, it's all for naught. All set? Good. It's time to bring out the prisoner. I present Goldwhites, Scourge of Limsa Laminsa. His life is in your hands now. Guard him well. Thank you kindly. Are you sure you've got the right man? Quite sure. Now listen carefully. This is important. We scouted the road ahead and we spotted a group of unsavory figures lying in wait. The plan is to put them down and rush past before anyone realizes what happened. Well, if that's how you prefer us to handle it, then very well. We'll need someone to take the lead and cut through their ambush. I choose you for that role, Timea. Show me how far you've come as a gunbreaker. Here I go, a murdering again. The rest of us will stay close to Goldwhites and fend off any that try to flank us. Rutag, give you my word that we'll get him to Limsa, even if I had to carry him there. We're depending on you, Timea. Once you've cleared a path, we'll be right behind you. We'll regroup at Oshan's Embrace and assess the situation before moving on. I feel like Sophie is onto something. Like her intuition, from what we could tell, is usually correct. I'd go with you if I could. My first responsibility is to keep Goldwhites alive. Radovan's orders. Appreciate what you're doing for me, lass. Don't push yourself too hard. Things take a turn for the worse, fall back. Cutting a swath through enemy lines, striking where they're most vulnerable before they have a chance to counterattack. This is where gunbreakers excel. If you say so. Whoops. If you say so. Surveying, surveying, surveying. Hired assassin. Hello. Alright, next. Those guys were at level 65. Also, speaking of which, I do feel bad for this yellow jacket over here, having both of these yellow jackets just watching us attack these assailants when their little job is to protect this area, but they're like level 35. And we're facing level 65 enemies. Yeah, they would get destroyed if they were like programmed to help us or not. I do believe they do like get from their posts, like if we're like a low level to these enemies, like they help us, but not when the enemies are higher level. Then I guess you guys are outclassed. Feel so bad for you. Alright, destination. Pretty poor attempt at an ambush, without the element of surprise or nothing. Yes, very impressive, but I'll save my thanks until we reach Limsa, if you don't mind. I bring bad news, I'm afraid. Those men weren't here to ambush you, they were only lookouts. The bulk of the enemy force lies ahead. We'll take the prisoner to a safe hiding place until those rogues have been dealt with. What? Why wasn't I informed sooner? We've only just received the information ourselves. I'm to take the prisoner to custody, while you are to return to your post until further notice. The hirelings or services are no longer required. I'm calling bullshit. Now hold on a moment. Look, if you got a problem, take it up with Commander Raynor. They're his orders, not mine. Okay, they're wearing the same outfit. The same top. The axes are the same, the helmet's the same. Alright, you made your point. Well, that's that, I suppose. Nevertheless, I'll see that you receive the full amount as agreed. It's a pleasure working with you. She's working with the bad guys. Something about this doesn't add up. Surely it would make more sense for Futag to go with them? I mean, yeah, exactly. Besides, our agreement was to seek Gulwitz to Limsa. That's exactly what I intend to do. You two come with me. Looks like the shoe's in the other foot this time, so I could hardly refuse. Come on before he does something we regret. This is why we always see a job to completion. And not stop like halfway through. We're veering away from Limsa this time. That was Limsa on the left. They're taking us to the cave over there. Yeah, this is not Limsa Liminsa. This is her idea of a safe hiding place? She took it inside. My guess is correct. There's no time to waste. Nothing for it to follow him, I suppose. Stop this at once. Stay out of it, Sellsword. My friend's dead because of this filth. He's got no right to live, so why would you protect him? Because I gave my word. Though he may be beyond redemption, his acts not for his own sake, but for the good of others. His testimony will make Limsa a safer place. Okay, she was a Yellow Jacket. She is a Yellow Jacket. Now lower your axe. Thank the 12 you got here when you did. Didn't take long for us to find out it was all a ruse, but by then she had already bought out enough time to carry out her plan. Luckily for us, the three of you weren't so easily duped. Of course, she's not the only Yellow Jacket to bear a grudge against Goldwaits, but I never thought any of us would go to such lengths. Blind bloody mess this is. Well, we may have been waylaid somewhat, our orders to escort Goldwaits still stands. Before we go, I want to thank you all for all you've done. I've heard this music before. Was this music in the Ratika Greatwood? I've only been there once, but... like within the village. Because I know outside the village it's Lahi, but... I don't know, probably somewhere else. I did not read that, so one sec. I missed the last bit of text. Alright. I want to thank you all for all you've done. Truth is, I get long to live. Even if I could escape having me head lopped off, the sickness get me sure enough. Could have lived out your days as one of the leading figures in the underworld, rich and powerful. What made you turn yourself in? Since before I could remember, I've been cheating and killing to put food in me belly and gill in me pocket. Now it's good at it too, rich me way to the top, but for what? Bunch of liars, swindlers, and murderers. When I found out I only have a few moons left, I realized this is the way it is because of people like me. It ain't gotta be that way, though. Not if I say my piece. In that case, we better get you to Limsa, post-haste. Before I kick the bucket, lead the way. So that's his change of heart. You've done right by me. For that I thank ye. I'm glad our part's over, but I wonder what will happen to Goldwaits. That was rather more eventful than I anticipated. I must say, however, that you and yours have performed admirably. Not the most direct route, but we got here in the end. All that remains is for Goldwaits to give his testimony. Half the Yellow Jackets, I offer my thanks. Kept your word, now it's my turn. Fare you well. Every city has its problems. This one more than most. It's high time we move on. Seeing as we've been to Alamigo, Gridania, Ul'dah, and Limsa, that just leaves Ishgard. I don't exactly thrive in cold climates, though. Just get yourself a decent overcoat and you'll be fine. Well then, let's be off. Time for Ishgard. Were they Forgotten Night? It's been a while since I've been here. Alright, that's a cute coat. Brr, why would anyone want to live here, even with these thick clothes and frozen to the bone? Oh, you sweet little thing. I admit, it's a fair bit colder than I was expecting. Not that it's anything to be concerned about. It's easy for you to say. Soon get used to it, I'm sure. Anyway, Timea, seems that instead of offering work via Adventurers Guild, Ishgard's Temple Knights issue levies. Although there do not appear to be any clients in need of protection, it's only a matter of time before something comes our way. Till then, be sure to not let your skills or your gunblade grow rusty. I'll say one thing for Ishgardians, they certainly know how to dress. Not only do their clothes keep out the cold, while most of it is surprisingly elegant. Up to defectors and defenders. Radovan and Sophie's expressions are somber as their surroundings. We Rothgar are used to snow and ice, so sometimes we forget the problems it poses for other races. This morning, a homeless here lad was found lying stone cold in the street. Oh boy. When they came to carry him away, he was frozen stolid, like a statue. Poor thing could have been more than 20 summers old. We asked the Temple Knights if there was something we could do. We were told that they had the perfect assignment for us. Our client this time is Reese of Garland Ironworks. Their founder, Sid Garland, is one of the few Garlands to turn his back on the Empire. He's a hero to many living under their rule. I wonder if I might have the honor of meeting him in person. At any rate, let's first head to Sky Steel Manufactory. So this is one of Sid Garland's workshops. Is it true that Sid is the one who introduced Magitech to Eorzea? Oh, we get this music. Good day. Take it you're the bodyguard sent by the Temple Knights. There's someone I'd like you to protect. A recently defected Garlean engineer, as it happens. I'll not bore you with the details, but he's to oversee the installation of a cerulean heating system. We're hoping it would avert tragedies like the one that recently occurred in the room. Yeah, we saw the body being carried away. Terrible sight it was. This engineer friend of yours needs safe passage here. We'll be glad to help. Fortunately, the Empire does not take kindly to desertion, especially when the man in question is one of his most highly esteemed scientists. We received word that a group known as the... how do you pronounce this? Alude had been dispatched to see that he never reaches Ishgard. Gods be good. I've heard of them. prisoners offered an opportunity to reduce their sentences through loyal service to Garlemald. By all accounts, they fight like men possessed, desperate to earn their freedom. Worst of all, they're led by Vituus Quo Masala, a man whose cruelty knows no bounds. As a soldier, he reached the rank of Plylus prior and was relegated after butchering a village of innocent citizens, purely to sate his own bloodlust. Even his fellow Garleans were disgusted by these barbaric acts, yet they did not to damage his reputation as a skilled warrior equal to Gaius van Belsar himself. During my imprisonment, Vitus Quo Masala came to enlist me. I told him I'd sooner rot in a jail than serve under a rabid dog like him. As you can imagine, he was far from pleased with my refusal. He tried to persuade me by using my Magitech collar to administer countless electric shocks. I'll never forget the look on his eyes as he pushed that button over and over. Of course, not everyone is as resilient as Radovan. Many who fight for the Alude do so against their will, but they're no less deadly for it. By the Fury, if I'd known the dangers involved, I would have called the whole thing off. It's too late now, though. The airship is on its way to Kurthas. Soon be arriving at the Observatorium. Sadly, we couldn't gain permission to have an Imperial craft dock in the city for matters of security. From the rendezvous point, we'll proceed the rest of the way on foot. As we're safely inside the Gates of Judgment, consider the mission a success. Your friend is risking his life for the sake of others. I give my word that he will reach Ishgard safely. Listen, Sophie, you know as well as I do that the Alude are as ruthless as they are tenacious. For that reason, I want you to stay behind. You think you could take them on without me there to heal you? Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful to have you by my side. But against foes like that, Tamea and I will struggle to protect you and the engineer. Protect me? Look, Radovan. We protect each other, remember? Perhaps you see me as nothing but a burden. Fine, have it your way. She's gonna follow us. I'm calling it. Not to rush you or anything, but we should get going. I'll meet you at the airship landing on top of the tower. Before we leave, there's something I'd like to make clear. I didn't mean what I said to Sophie. I think she's an excellent conjurer and more than capable of taking care of herself. Oh, so there's another reason. This Vitus Quo Masala we're dealing with, a monster who delights in toying with his prey. I cannot let her face that kind of danger. You see, Sophie and I have been inseparable ever since we escaped our Garlean captors. When I discovered what had befallen my family, I came close to taking my own life. I might have even gone through with it if Sophie hadn't stopped me. She lost loved ones too, but never given up hope. Sophie helped me realize there's still a place in this world for me. In fact, it was her idea that I became a bodyguard. Although no one will ever replace the family I lost, she's helped fill that void in my life. Gave me a reason to carry on. Aww. If she were here now, she would tell me to stop being such a sentimental fool, or words to that effect. Is she in the background, hiding? I can just imagine like seeing like the Vera ears in the background of her listening in, but anyway, the sooner we finish this assignment, the sooner I can get back here and apologize to her. Alright, Observatorium. Okay, let's go to Dragonhead. I'm gonna mute for a second and get some water. Alright, and I'm back. Fully hydrated. I get the impression they're waiting for us. Perhaps I spoke over long. Is Sophie hiding somewhere? I'm gonna check and see if she's here. Yeah, I do feel like she is shadowing us. Now that you're here, allow me to introduce the men you'll be escorting. Kato Nan Mumala at your service. Or should it be Kato Mamaleta now? Daminish Guard. Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. For a brief moment... Whoops. For a brief moment, I thought the quill here that this guy's writing was the Vieira ears. One second, let me pick up my controller. Okay. Master Mamala has carrying documents liberated from the Empire that could prove vital in Garland Ironworks' investigation of Omega. This may lead to an increased likelihood of encountering Imperial pursuers, however. Yeah, I don't think you guys have to worry about Omega anymore. Well then, shall we begin? Radovan. Something is bothering him. Oh. They found us. That's the way. Give him what for. The other day knew we were coming. Spells. They must have seen that airship from miles away. I'll stay with the engineer. You go on ahead and draw them out. Rendezvous at the camp to the north. I did downgrade to 720p for the stream though, and so far I've not had any drop frames. So it might be like the resolution, I think. Because last time it was 1080p. And I was having trouble in the new dungeon for Shadowbringers. keep forgetting this attack is a combo. It's its own... It's its second combo. Alright. Some of the Aludei stayed in their hiding places until you passed. One of them got Therese. He's hurt, but it could have been a lot worse. I'm sorry they caught me by surprise. You made it this far, but Vitas is still out there. If this is just a taste of what the Aludei have in store for us, our best option is to avoid confrontation altogether. Mamoru and I will sneak past them while you and Reese stay behind. Two of us stand a better chance than a group of 4. No, we stick together. I know how you feel, but sometimes discretion's a better part of valor. You see the sense in this, don't you? We'll meet back in Ishgard. My colleagues will contact me via Link Pearl once Master Mamala has arrived in Ishgard. In the meantime, we should lie low. We don't want to alert the Aludei to our presence, any more than we already have. Oh, and I better get these wounds looked at. Oh, hi Sophie. Thank goodness you're alright. You've been gone so long. I came looking for you. Met a few nasty characters on the way here, but I soon sent them packing. Good girl. Wait, where's Radovan? That engineer you're supposed to be escorting. Kato and Mamala. Uh-huh. The two of them are together then. Radovan never talks to anyone about it. He comes from a place called Bajja Citadel. It was utterly destroyed in a Garlean experiment gone wrong. In charge of the project were Midas Nan Garland, Sid's father, and his right-hand man, Kato Nan Mamala. Radovan's opposition to Bajja being used as a testing ground for potentially dangerous magitech led to his imprisonment. So that's the reason. And his fears were proved correct when the city was obliterated. So I believe Bajja is the Eureka equivalent to Shadowbringers, so I will be doing Bajja once I finish base, and that's going to be a fun story to also get into. Also, I want more relics. Radovan's opposition to Bajja being used as a testing ground for potentially dangerous magitech led to his imprisonment, and his fears were proved correct when the city was obliterated. There's a strong chance he's planning to exact his revenge. We have to stop him. They headed west towards Ishgard. Yes, we should be able to follow their tracks. There's no time to lose. We're away from the Gates of Judgment. That is not a good sign. There they are. Are they going to Snowcloak? For my homeland. For my family. Bajja. Tamea. Stay back. This fiend robbed me of everything I held dear. Don't deny me my vengeance. You swore to protect him. Breaking your oath? I will not beg your forgiveness. I ask that you hear my final words. Midas and I knew there were risks involved with the experiment. We did not foresee that it could fail so catastrophically. I lived with my unending, agonizing guilt ever since. From that day forth, I've sought redemption, a chance to somehow right the wrongs I've committed. That's why I asked Midas' son Sid to aid in my defection from Garlemald. My knowledge and expertise may be put to good use. But I knew that the sins of my past would return to haunt me. Subject myself to your judgment. Radovan, does the word of a gunbreaker mean nothing? Have you forgotten about gold weights? Yeah, put it down. What have I become? My honor as a gunbreaker, as a man, thrown it all away. You are the last of us now. Oh boy. You want us to kill him now, sir? No, the old goat can wait. It's the prowling lion I want. Yes, your head will make a fine trophy. Had to be playing this music. Is Mamala alright? Where's Radovan? He just ran off. Wandered off. We still got a job to do. I dread to think what might happen if you hadn't stopped him. Come to me, Al. With or without Radovan, still have a job to do. Let's get Mamala to Ishgard. I wonder if this guy's gonna come back when we start the Bajda quests. I noticed that Radovan acted rather strangely when we first met Master Mamala. I had no idea you tried to kill him. Thank goodness for you and Sophie. I shall not squander this second chance at life. You have my eternal gratitude. After the trouble you had reaching Camp Dragonhead, I'm pleasantly surprised that Allarday kept away from us for the remainder of the journey. Yes, fortunate indeed. All's well that ends well, as the saying goes. One thing that still troubles me, though, is that Vitas Kroll Masala is still as ruthless as you say. Doubt the walls of Ishgard will deter him from pursuing his target. As such, Master Mamelin will be closely guarded until we can be certain it's safe. Yes, it would be a shame if we were to keep from fulfilling my obligations. Hope that the next time we meet, we shall have glad tidings to share. We managed to get Mamala here unharmed, but in doing so we lost the sight of Radovan. He could be anywhere by now. We've been through too much for me to turn my back on him now. Besides, to get his act together, he knows where to find me. Till then, we better be on the lookout for the Allarday. Now we've seen the last of them. Steel against steel. Sophie's beginning to wonder if Radovan will ever return. For better or worse, the Allarday are nowhere to be seen. Reese and the others seem to think they've abandoned their mission and gone back to Garlemald, which I highly doubt. For them, failure simply isn't an option. But what I want to know is, what is Radovan? A good mind to pack up and leave him here. At least find somewhere warmer to wait for him. There's one thing I can't bear, it's standing around doing nothing, especially somewhere as bitterly cold as this. I know, let's go ask the Temple Knights if they have any work for us. I probably should have waited until the break to start that quest, but it's fine. It's not going to matter for the VOD anyway. But yeah, I'm going to take another break. We'll come back and we'll finish the Gunbreaker quest and look for Radovan. So I will be right back. Alright folks, hello, we're back. Let's go talk with Sophie. What took you so long? I've already been and spoken to them. Anyway, there's a client looking for protection, but they wish to remain anonymous. We're supposed to meet them in a place called Twin Pools, which is Western Kurthas, apparently. Seeing as we have nothing better to do, we may as well go and find out whatever they want. We should pass the time until Radovan comes back, if nothing else. Hi, Bond. Welcome in. How are you today? We're doing a Gunbreaker job quest today. Falcon's Nest. I remember where things are. Speak with the prospective client in Twin Pools. Is it Radovan? Prospective clients. You are a tall Alizin. I get the feeling I've seen you before. Item level 395. We're nowhere near that. Okay. My prayers have been answered. I was beginning to think the Temple Knights have forgotten about me. I do hope you'll forgive my need for secrecy. The nature of my request is very sensitive, you see. Now, if you'd be so kind as to follow me. Oh boy. I can't break free. Where was he hiding that? Never mind. Wriggle all you want, little fly. Nothing escapes my web. Ah, but it would be a shame for you to die without knowing the name of the spider who snared you. And Vitis Quo Masala, commander of the Elude. I came in contact with that old goat who had strayed from the herd. Never expected to find a prowling lion. Or should I say warrior of light. Bitch, it's warrior of darkness now. Keep up. There are many in Garlemald who would be delighted were I to present your corpse. There are many in Garlemald who would be delighted were I to present your corpse. Is that actually a rare misspell? A rare typo? Because, I think that's supposed to be corpse. Huh, I finally found one. And I doubt that restoring me to Pilus Prior will suffice. No, Legatus will be far more fitting. Vitus Van Masala has such a wonderful ring to it. Yes, so close I could almost taste it. Your tail ends here. Hehehe. Radovan, where the bloody hells have you been? Badass. Tracking the Alliday. That's how I knew they'd come after you, Timea. Prisoner 14401, if I'm not mistaken. First you refused my kind offer, then you have the audacity to escape, and now this. Whatever am I to do with you? You're not the only one with a few tricks up his sleeve, Vitus. When we first encountered the Alliday, I noticed the collars they were wearing. I had one myself not too long ago. This must be your way of maintaining discipline. I took one of them to Mamala, who engineered a device similar to yours. How ironic that the very collars you're so fond of could be turned against you. Very smart, very smart. Just killed his own man. Worthless dogs. Of course, I never needed the Alliday or those Magitech traps to slay the likes of you. I prefer to leave nothing to chance. No matter, we'll just have to settle this the old-fashioned way. Speaking of which, where did you find those antiques? Think they can compare it to a Garlean gunblade? You're wrong. Very wrong. As much as I wish to find him alone, there's more at stake here than my pride. I must rid the world of this beast once and for all. Timea, Sophie, follow my lead. Nod. Defeat Vitus Cool Masala. If still hold still while I take your head, little lion, or make a present to the Emperor himself. More than happy to hack them to pieces. When I told you rivals Galvus when Belsar, there's no exaggeration. Come here. I got you. And what do you do? Radovan, take my ether. Sophie, help me form a barrier. Alright, what are we doing? So it comes to this. I took everything we had. We'll do what I can. Thank you. Only one left to save you. Come here. Yeah, that was weak. The order. Alright. I'm doing an okay job dodging the attacks. Getting closer. Third hit of the attack does recover a good amount of HP here. Also, my gear is really underleveled, by the way. Okay. For that, there we go. He's almost dead. And stay down. GG. I feel if I had my 70 tank gear, then that probably would have gone quicker, but GG. I never thought I'd live to see the day that Vitus Cool Masala met his match. You're a better gunbreaker than I ever was. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for all the trouble I put you both through. You're sorry? I should bloody well hope so, you great oaf. What were you thinking? Threatening Mamala like that, not to mention leaving us to escort him to Ishgard. And Tamea found me and Mamala. I noticed the other day watching us from a nearby cliff top. I thought it was strange that they passed up the opportunity to attack us. So I made it appear as though I abandoned you and started following them in secret. I discovered their primary target was now the Warrior of Light, not Kato Mamala. Your scouts saw you on the way to Camp Dragonhead and reported it to Vitus, who then called off the ambush to see for himself if the information was valid. Powerful as he was, he would never show his hand unless he was certain of victory, so he waited to make his move. One thing I did know for certain is that even if the three of us fought together, we wouldn't stand a chance against the full might of the Elder. That was when I decided to consult our fugitive engineer. We talked into the early hours of the morning until we reached an understanding. He agreed to construct the Magitech control device. In order for the plan to work, I would have to remain hidden until the very last moment, even from the two of you. But I thought you needed time alone to think about what you've done. The remorse I felt for dishonoring myself was no act. When I realized Mamala's identity, I wished to confront him about Bajda, but I needed to get him away from you and Reese. I never had any intention of killing him. All I wanted was for him to admit his crimes. But still gave me a sick sense of satisfaction to see him on his knees, defeated. That is when I knew I betrayed the ideals of the Gunbreaker, that I abandoned my honor. I want to thank you for guiding me back to the true path. Yeah, of course. With Vitus gone, any remaining members of the Elder are free of his control, and likely to be treated as fugitives running from the Empire. In any case, I think it's safe for Mamala to come out of hiding now. In Ishgard. Also, I really need to upgrade my Gunbreaker equipment, but we'll wait until after. Oh, Forgotten Night. Though I may never forgive Mamala for what he's done, he strives to atone for his sins, as I do mine. It is not for me to judge him. For all his talk about honor, Radovan can be a right sneaky bastard when it suits him. I'll have to keep my eye on him. Allow me to express my gratitude for vanquishing the Holiday. Which I understand was due in no smart fault to Radovan's marvelous idea involving the Magitech collars. But to hear the device I cobbled together functioned as intended. Yes, we couldn't have done it without your help. Midas alone pushed the three of us to our limits. Had the Holiday joined the fight, things would have ended very differently. We owe you our lives. All things considered, it was the least I could do. Remarkably simple matter, in fact, compared to my next endeavor in the installation of Ishgard's cerulean heating system. While I may never have adequately repaid the kindness I've been shown, I must begin somewhere. Till we meet again. Timea, since I first met you, I knew you had the potential to become a gunbreaker. As the only one in my clan to escape the destruction of Mazja, Citadel, thought the art of the gunblade would die with me. Now that I passed on all I know to you, my successor, I feel there is little for you to gain from taking on assignments with us. Yeah, we can hardly expect the Warrior of Light to spend valuable time assisting us with our money-making schemes. Before we part ways, however, there's one last place I'd like to visit, with you. I hear that a great many adventurers who hope to make a name for themselves head to Revenant's Toll. I imagine there'll be plenty of us to keep us busy. More than anything, I'm hoping to find others whom I can impart the teachings of my clan. Once people see you with a gunblade strapped to your back, I'm sure it'll pique their curiosity. So, will you come with us? Of course. Are you gonna go straight to Mardona, maybe? Or is it just the PlayStation loading times again? Yeah, that took a while. One sec. Alright, sorry. Oh, she's back in her regular outfit. Seems like a funny location for a town, but it certainly is lively. I must confess, we struggled to find the place without you. Yes, when I heard about a remote settlement populated almost entirely by adventurers and the like, I was expecting it to be a lot more lawless and chaotic. Knife fights over card games, that sort of thing. But a pleasant surprise they turn out to be. With a little luck, I'll find candidates to train as gunbreakers. Although it does go against the traditions of my clan to teach outsiders. Meeting you has proven to me that we've been overly cautious. You see, the gunblade is forged for one purpose, to protect. We feared that its techniques would fall into the hands of those who would seek to oppress and conquer, such as the Garleans and the Elegants before them. Centuries of being beset by enemies on all sides taught us to fear and mistrust those not of our clan. That is why we keep our art such a closely guarded secret. When you came to the rescue that day, you acted without a thought for your own safety, to aid those in need. This is the true essence of the Gunbreaker. You have your own ideas to protect, your own promises to keep. Go forth, Timea. Follow the path, wherever it may lead. Thank you, guys. You mastered a new technique. Continuation. In order to take the next Gunbreaker quest, you must first meet the requirements. Main scenario quest, Shadowbringers. The role quest, to have loved and lost. Done so. Next Gunbreaker quest. Okay. Yay. Then Hilder's Blade. I'm still trying to figure out, like, where to slot in my, role quest. Sworn Protector. Because I know there's, like, 4, role quests I still need to do. But I feel like if I do some of the quests, though, they're going to take me to areas I have not been to yet. I've already been to 4, I think 5 areas so far. With, I haven't fully explored the, these 2 areas completely. So they might take me over there. And I just got to the Great Wood in, MSQ. So I think maybe once we unlock, the final area, and then get to, maybe get like a little ways into it, I think that's when I'll start taking on the role quests, for this. I already have my jobs, all good to go, of what I want to use for each, role quest, anyway. But, let's see. There. What does continuation do? Allows the firing of successive rounds with your gunblade. Gnashing Flang may be followed by Jugular Rip, Savage Claw, Abdomen Terror, Wicked Talon, Eye Gouge. That there. Alright, and then we seriously need an upgrade. Because I'm still using level 60 gear. Since we're level 70 now, get all of this good stuff here. So take a look at the HP. Let's see how much our HP jumps. From 15k to 23? Yeah, 23. Alright, awesome. I am curious about continuation though, so let's go fight something. Continuation's not working. Let's do that. Or maybe I should fight something that won't die in one hit. Let's go to, I wanna go. Let's go to Ilmeg. Or no, not Ilmeg. Let's go to Lakeland. Alright. This. Am I doing something wrong here? Because continuation doesn't look like it's activating. Allows the firing of successive rounds with your gunblade. Gnashing Fang may be followed. Huh. I'm just doing this wrong. Or is this an auto ability? Let me see. It's not really saying anything about continuation here. Savage Claw, Juggler Rip. Keen Edge, Brutal Shell. Gnashing Fang. Burst Strike, Sonic Rake. I might have to look up a Gunbreaker guide for this, because I'm a little confused on how this works. Okay, so let's get a charge. Oh, I see. There it is. Okay, so there's more attacks here. Yeah, so there's additional attacks afterwards. Okay, I see. Alright then. Let's go back to the Crystarium. Yeah, I just took a little bit of kind of figuring things out, but so that's what that thing does. Okay, I see. Whoops. I am curious, what would be a good level to start role quests? I know I did say that I could probably unlock the final area first before I start role quests, but I don't really know if it's going to take me to like the final area or not, but if any of them are going to take me to the final area. Because I am really, really curious about the role quests. And I'm the type of person who kind of want to do them all in one go. Just like I did here today. Alright, let's go to our quarters. Alrighty. So I think that's gonna be it for today. It's a much shorter stream today just because I had to change my plans and not do MSQ today just because I was worried about my capture card. But it's been almost 3 hours now and we haven't had any dropped frames, so I do think it might be the upscaling to 1080p that kind of did it. But again, the capture card's almost 4 years old and I feel like I should probably get a new one at some point. So we're gonna install the new capture card. The next stream is, I haven't really thought, because again, I haven't really planned a schedule for this week because I've been just so busy lately. Did have a Tuesday stream today, but I am working tomorrow, Wednesday. I am working Friday. They might call me in Thursday. Huh. It's so uncertain right now just because I feel like they might call me in at any time for work during my off days, and that's making it a little problematic to schedule proper streams. But we'll go for Saturday then, because Wednesday, Friday. Alright, yeah, we'll go for Saturday. Go from there. But thank you guys again for hanging out here, lurking, following, all that good stuff. It's a shorter stream today, but I'm very glad that we got the Gunbreaker stuff and the job quests out of the way. So I do believe we are done with job quests until the end of Shadowbringers, which is very nice. But just to check, do I have a dancer job quest still? Okay, I don't. Okay, so good. So everything is up to date. Everything is pretty good. I will give a couple of days to test my capture card, and then we'll do a stream Saturday, same time, and continue MSQ. I might do a test stream. Might do a test stream if I have free time, just to see the quality of the picture. But as far as I know, stay tuned. Stream will be back on Saturday, and follow for Blue Sky for updates. Blue Sky. I promise I will upload the first video for Shadowbringers on YouTube. Discord, and then all my other socials. Alright, I think that's it then. We also got the emote today, which was really ridiculous, and I love it so much. But okay, guys, let me mute for a sec. I had to pick up my phone. Alright, what's everyone up to today? Let's see. Today it was patch day, so there's some new content that was released today. And it looks like a new updated version, or a new thing for Eureka. The Eureka equivalent for Dawn Trail was also released today. So I can't really see what they're working on. Yeah, the Occult Crescent is the new Eureka thingy that was released today. Patch 7.25. Yeah, everyone is doing the Occult Crescent today. Alright. I won't raid out today, but thank you guys again. As far as I know, we'll be back on Saturday. I'm going to test a new capture card. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.